fall to the floor.
Hello everybody, what is up? My name is Killsteam. We are back with another new Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Blackout video. I mean, these videos are constant because there is so much stuff coming out for Blackout. Now, as you guys know, the new live stream, the Treyarch live stream just happened earlier today, and now I have time to make this video. I know it's later on in the night, but still, we have a lot of information to go over today. So there's actually, I guess you can say, three big pieces of information where we're getting this from. The first two is from the live stream, obviously, and also the new field manual by Treyarch themselves. They had like a little Blackout manual on the Call of Duty community page, and those two things are pretty big with the live stream. They give a lot of information, and with the field manual, we have a lot of information in both of those. I'm going to put them into one big topic, so let's go ahead and jump right into that. So, starting off, when you start up a match, you wingsuit into a pre-game lobby called the Drop Zone. At the Drop Zone, it's an area for players to get familiar with all of the weapons, vehicles, and items from Blackout. Once there's enough players in the lobby, the match countdown timer will begin, and then, well, you know where it goes from there. So it's basically like the same thing from Fortnite. Moving on, once the game starts, a squad of helicopters that we've seen in the beginning of the trailer will be the transportation method. When you are ready to deploy, you jump out of the wingsuit equipped. The HUD will show you how to navigate the wingsuit, where it allows you to soar down, level off, and move around. Once you reach a certain height, your parachute will auto-deploy itself. Also, Call of Duty released a new video today, as you are seeing on your screen right now. There's a video of the helicopters, Apache helicopters coming in, and this is how you're going to drop out, and it has a video of you wingsuiting down and pulling the parachute. Short video, but kind of gives some more reasoning and the stuff of how you get into the map itself. But moving on, your wingsuit will stay on your character the entire match. You can base jump anytime by sprinting and then pressing and holding the jump button. So that's pretty cool. And also, you have a total of 5 inventory slots. These items can be equipped without affecting the slots. So 2 weapons, that means a primary weapon, another primary weapon, or a pistol or whatever, 1 health item, 1 armor item, 1 backpack, equipment item, and about 200 of each ammo type. You cannot have additional weapons or health in your inventory, just armor and equipment. Backpack is one of the storage items that expands your inventory 5 to 10 slots. So that's pretty cool. You can find backpacks around. There will be more storage items coming to Blackout post-launch, and that's as expected. Also, there's 2 menus to manage your inventory. Inventory menu is one of them. This allows you to manage everything you have. You can consume perks, drop items for your teammates, equip attachments, and more. And then the quick inventory menu will appear the first time you have something that you interact with in your inventory. So pretty cool. Items in the world can be equipped immediately without having access to your inventory. Attachments can be found across the map. Attachments will work on certain guns only, and some attachments cannot be equipped on certain weapons as well. Each weapon type in Blackout has its own ammo type. The inventory menu will tell you how much of each ammo you do have. And there are 3 levels of armor in Blackout. You can only carry 1 armor piece at a time. So we actually seen this in the heist mode. There's the light armor, there's a medium armor, and the heavy armor. And also there is lethal and tactical grenade equipment that can be found across the map. Specialist-based equipment are also on the map, but harder to find. Any player can use specialist equipment, and if you kill somebody on the ground, their specialist equipment that they had will drop and you can pick it up. Also, there are special items like the recon car. This is their RCXD, but does not explode. You can use the car to search around and find enemies. Pretty cool there. The map features supply stashes at random locations. Supply drops are brought in by cargo planes. So yes, supply drops are in Blackout, but they're a thing that they're available to everybody. Also, the map is now actually 2,500 times the size of Nuketown. So a new fact there by David Vonderhaar. And there is a classic World at War weapon in Blackout. He didn't say what it was, but there is a classic World at War weapon in Blackout. There is one Black Ops 3 multiplayer map located near Rivertown that fans have not identified yet. And I am putting all my money down on Fringe from Black Ops 3. Prove me wrong, change my mind, it's Fringe, I'm telling you right now. Also, Stronghold map name mentioned during stream. And Vaughn stated that they are going to try different player counts in the beta, like 3 players on the team, or even 5 players on a team. Pretty cool there. And also, vehicles have unlimited fuel. Each vehicle has different health values, and they are not that difficult to destroy. So, pretty cool stuff there. So that was all of the new recap info from the live stream and the field manual from Treyarch themselves. And now let's go on to Game Informer, and they have some first impressions about Blackout and some new information also that we are going to go over. So let's go ahead and jump right into that. Okay, so this one's a pretty big article, but there is a lot of good stuff in here. So let's go ahead with the very first one, and it does say Game Informer stated they didn't know what the hype was like for this mode. Their cover story didn't get as much as hype as expected, and one of them says it could be because of the COD franchise fatigue. So that kind of does make sense. And also, it plays more like PUBG than Fortnite, like a super smooth PUBG, stable version of PUBG. So they keep saying it's like PUBG, but it's way better and more smoother. So at one point they mentioned that this is basically the better version of PUBG that console players have been asking for. Like me, I've been dying for a good version of a Battle Royale. I did not like H1Z1 Fortnite. I mean, yeah, it's boring, but it's cartoony. Like, I want something like PUBG that's smooth and on console for PS4, and hopefully the Blackout is going to deliver, and it's Call of Duty, man, best gunplay around. So as long as the beta goes well, Blackout will probably be a big success. That's what they're saying. The devs at Treyarch are really excited about Blackout. I mean, obviously they made the game, played with full 80 players, studio heads, designers, and testers, so they did that before. Endless opportunities to combine different perks, equipment, vehicles, etc. to create a tactical advantage. Chopper plus sensor dart, RC car plus sensor dart, etc., etc. As the circle gets smaller, it gets more intense. So that means you're going to have more hallucinations and or distortations in the late game. So that's pretty weird. I mean, I'm not sure what kind of weird hallucinations you're going to see. Most likely it's going to be with the numbers, Mason, what did they mean? And that's going to be so cool to see, man. I can't wait. Also, vehicles and equipment don't work outside of the circle, so that's something to note there. The vehicles are very easy to drive and fly. Land and sea vehicles use sticks to move forward and backward, not triggers. Vehicles are not difficult to destroy, and craziest moment in testing so far was a 3-way chopper fight in the air. Now that sounds pretty crazy. So grapple gun can only be used 5 times. All gear has limited uses, so take note of that. Blackout is the most diverse battle royale experience created. Each area feels organic in the world, but unique places to visit. Bunkers below Nuketown that is partially flooded, and this was mentioned on the live stream of how the Nuketown has more to it and more stuff below the surface of Nuketown. So the Nuketown bunkers, that's stuff with zombies, I believe, and everything like that, and they're putting that in the actual Nuketown island, and they're partially flooded according to Game Informer. Nuketown sign shows numbers of players on the island itself, not the entire map, and there are a lot of things you can interact with in the environments, like the basketball court and estates. And estates has, I believe, raid and stronghold mixed together, and the map doesn't feel small at all. Feels perfectly sized for this game. Sprinting from estate to factory takes 5 minutes. You have to be sprinting the whole time to make it in that time. Previous iteration had craftables where you can find places to assemble different gear and abilities, and AI zombies show a beacon of light above them, and it's going to be 5 to 8 zombies total. Not a big threat at all, outside of making noise to attract other players. So I mean, that's what they're going to do in here. And one size backpack. Navigating backpack and enemy death stash is very easy and intuitive, and also quests to unlock characters or missions how you have to go on. We talked about that before. And an example is you have to find an item in the map tied to that specialist character, so like batteries, War Machine for example, and you have to do a certain task, and most likely it's going to be getting kills with the War Machine for battery. So you have to go around the map, find the War Machine, get kills with it, get in a certain place in the higher, I guess, rank of the match, and then once the game is over, you'll have the battery or battery character unlocked. And they said for the last thing, which is kind of weird, is the game is about finding items, not searching for items. So yeah, really cool stuff from there. A lot of stuff to take in. And man, I mean, every time I hear something new about Blackout, I said this before, I'm going to say it again, nothing sounds bad about this mode. I mean, it always sounds good. I mean, I guess that's because they're promoting it and stuff, but I haven't heard anything bad from Game Informer or anything like that. I mean, they usually say some like real stuff. They'll say, oh, we don't like this. Oh, it's a little bit buggy or something like that. But they say a lot of good things about this, and it makes me feel or have high hopes for this mode. And I am way exceeded expectations at this point, man, and I've been done that. But yeah, so let's move on to something a little bit different. Is that the Black Ops 4 beta file? Now, you guys remember back from the multiplayer beta. I hope you guys didn't delete it. If you did, you have to re-download it, but it's going to take a little bit longer. But If you still have it, like most of us, you have to have an update file, and this happened today. So there's a new update, and when you update, it takes around 14 gigs on the PS4. It's live on all platforms, and I believe when you first download it for the first time, I guess if you're getting it for the first time, it's going to take a little bit longer than the multiplayer beta. But what is on here when you complete the update is a little bit interesting. So yeah, that is what you see when you first load up the new updated file of the beta, and you'll just see the specialist characters doing their poses. This is Ruin, as you're seeing on your screen right now, and also the application icon will change itself to something really cool, and as you see, we have Seraph on there, and it looks really badass, and that's obviously for the Blackout beta. But yeah, just before we do wrap up here in just a second, David Vonderhaar did say this is a mode made for fans. So many people asked for this, so many people asked, he said, and now here it is, the Blackout mode. Also, he did say there will be new updates for the Blackout beta every single morning during the beta period. And Dan Bunting said, to those worried about war machines in the world and all these crazy specialist gear around the world popping up and it's going to be overpowered and stuff, well, there is a lot of trophy systems all around the world, so just remember that, and you're going to be having a lot of counter stuff from that, and there's not going to be a whole ton of them placed throughout the world, so don't need to worry on that part. And yeah, everybody, that was everything in today's video. We had a lot of stuff to go over today, and I mean, a lot of information just jammed, I believe, in all of our heads if you're keeping up to date with this Blackout stuff. There's too many Black Ops 4, Blackout, Battle Royale. It's just too much, man. But yeah, so there has been a lot of information coming out of this mode in the last couple of days, and everybody is like overwhelmed, even me. Like, there is so much stuff I can't even remember half of the things that there's gonna be inside of this game mode. But man, it is coming, and it is coming soon, guys. Monday, be there. I'll see you there. Also live streaming, giving away codes. Hit the like button down below, comment and subscribe for more awesome Black Ops 4 videos coming. I can't talk anymore. Coming very soon, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, everybody.
In Black Ops 2, yeah, it was after the nuke.
Dude, I just got a triple kill. Alright. I believe I may have got play of the game. Dude, score streaks on
Score streaks count less play of the game, I think.
Mission objective, green across the
yeah, I just got my streaks. I think I may have got play of the game. Come on now. Yeah, I got it.
Yo, one of you guys can join up.
Hey Iago, you can join in. I'm playing a game right now.
So how about that trick kill, though?